Over the last 1 year, I've tested over 50 video generators, and I will tell you this: most of them are not really worth your time. So in this video, I will show you all the tools that in my opinion are worth your time, I'm using myself, and I will show you how to use them so you don't waste credits and how to make your content creation easy. So if you don't want to waste any more credits, you want to stay away from tools that are not worth your time, make sure to watch this video, subscribe, like, and let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with the first one, and it's of course Seedance. You already know that I'm using this tool quite often for my video generations lately. And I know this is not really a tool but a video generation model, but this is, let's say, an exception. And this model you can use on many different platforms. So you have pretty much unlimited choices on where you'll be using Seedance. So Seedance, in my opinion, is great because it's fast, it's reliable, and it's also quite cost effective. When you compare it to Veo3, it's way cheaper and it's way faster. I don't see any other model that will be as fast as Seedance. And you have a few ways to access this that I mentioned. So of course, one of them is to use just Chat LLM with Abacus. And the second way is to use OpenArt. So with OpenArt, you can access pretty much all the models available in the market. So when you click on video, here we can access all of them. So we have, for example, Kling 2.5, Seedance 1, we have Veo3, Minimax, Pixverse, Video, Runway, Pika, and a few others in between. So these are places where you can access it. Let me now show you the whole prompt and the whole video as well. So we have ultra realistic video recorder with a modern smartphone. We have a 2-meter giant sea turtle slowly crawling across a sunny beach. The camera is handheld at a close distance, slight natural shake as it's filmed by a person, bright daylight with a clear blue sky, gentle waves breaking on the shore, seagulls flying above, highly detailed textures of a turtle's massive shell, wet sand and the water reflections, raw, realistic footage style, no cinematic filters, no text or logos. So this is the prompt, and here we also have the whole video. So I have one problem with this video. In my opinion, it's a little bit too fast. This turtle is crawling a little bit too fast, but it looks quite realistic, I would say. This is a very nice footage. So if you just slow it down a little bit, it will be actually perfect. So this is one example that I have for you. Here we have the next one where this guy is snowboarding. In my opinion, this is a very nice video. It looks very realistic. So right now you can create ultra realistic videos even from just prompts without any pictures. So you're just saving some money on credits. Here we have the next one with this biker here. Again, it looks very realistic. We can see the bike that looks all right. This guy looks also quite realistic. So this is a very nice generation. This is basically what you're getting with Seedance. It's good for all these realistic results. For example, here we have this teddy bear that is burning, and it also looks very realistic in my opinion. You can see that the fire is spreading across, this teddy bear. So this is a nice generation. So this was the first model. This is actually my favorite model right now for all the video generations. But before, I hope you remember, I was using Kling 2.5 to Kling 2.1 and even 1.6. I was very huge fan of Kling. So here we have a prompt: camera pans upward from beneath the waves, revealing monstrous silhouettes breaking the surface, switching to dynamic close-up of Tor Ketla's face as she locks eyes with them. Lightning flashing across her glowing tattoo, the camera circles rapidly around her, showing her surrounded by waves and looming beasts. So here is a prompt, and here is also the video. In my opinion, this is a very nice generation. So just look at this. We have all these sea monsters. We can see the changing angles. So the video is very nice. There is a lot of movement here. I would say Kling 2.5 is great for generating cinematic results. As you can see here, this is a very nice generation. And here I also have another one. So here is a prompt. Camera begins with a wide shot, circling her slowly from a distance. The calm sea around her, chaos beyond, moves closer to her face, her glowing eyes filling the frame. The sound of thunder builds as the camera pulls back again to show the walls of storm and lightning crashing outward. And here we also have the generation. So in my opinion, again, very nice generation. We can see there is a lot of movement here, and I especially like the close-up. So we go from the wide shot to close-up, and in my opinion, it just keeps all the details intact. Sometimes when you are using other models or other tools, when you actually want to do close-up, then you are losing all the details. But here we actually see that all the details are there, so we are not losing any details, and we see her face very clearly. Here we also have one more example where I can show you how we keep all the details when we are zooming into the object or into the person. So here is a prompt. A man walks forward the camera down an ancient Roman street. He is in ancient Rome wearing ancient Roman clothes. People walk around him. Ancient Rome in the year 158. And here we have also the video. So in my opinion, This video is very nice. We can also see that when he is stepping closer, all the details of his face are there. So we are, again, not losing those details. So this is, in my opinion, very important thing when you are changing those angles and you are making people stepping closer to you. And of course, you can directly use Kling on their own website. You just, head over to Kling AI. You can find it in Google. Then you just create your account, and here you can access all the tools and all the prompts that other people are using as well. This one is quite interesting, I would say. And Kling is great for a few things. So of course you can generate images here, but it's not really Kling. So as you can see, here are all the models. As I said, they are not really Kling models, but they have other model for images. But then you can also generate videos. So we have a few models. We have video 2.5, video 2.1, video 2.1 master, 1.6 and 1.5. And you can also add sound effects to your scenes, or generate basically sound effects. You can do AI virtual try on. You can add also lip sync to your videos, and you can also extend your videos. So you can just make them longer, which is great. And I have a few generations here. A lot of them are made with sounds. For example, this one is made with sound, but I just don't want to show all of that here. So Kling is great if you have a lot of different styles that you're using, because Kling will handle all of them quite well. It's great for cinematic style, but sometimes Kling struggles with hand movement and getting all those details, like let's say fingers and stuff. So in this case, Sidens might be a better choice if you have a lot of shots where you're actually showing people doing something with their hands. However, if you are just showing scenes, like I have a lot of scenes here, then I would say Kling is great. It will get you exactly what you're looking for. And most of you know that for a very long time, Kling was my favorite video generation model. Right now I'm using Sidens more than Kling, but still, Kling is very powerful and you can generate literally anything you want. You can even clone yourself and generate videos with yourself. Like for example, this video, as you can see, I just cloned myself and it looks very realistic and I'm just driving this Lamborghini here, right? Kling is great. And now let me show you the next model. The next model, or the next tool, is Pixverse. So if you're looking for a tool that allows you to have everything in one place, Pixverse is your choice. But Pixverse has their own model. So it's in this case version 5. They also have version 4.5 and other versions, but they have their own model. And I would say this model is quite strong. As you can see, I generated all of them with Pixverse and all these generations look good. Like for example, even this one, this is a very nice generation that is interesting. And this was just created with a prompt. So let me just show you how I made it. Here is the whole prompt. It's quite a long one. And we can see that this video is very nice quality. It's a long one and it exactly follows what I wanted it to follow. So Pixverse is another good example of a tool that I recommend you to basically try if you've never tried it before. It looks quite realistic with all the generations, but let's say we have filters added as well. So I would say if you're looking for something that looks, let's say, quite realistic, but very polished, then Pixverse might be your choice. Even something like that, as you can see, it's a nice generation. We have this astronaut here just resting, and we have also birds around him. So this is a very nice tool. Even this one, as you can see, we have the very simple prompt here, and it looks very nice. We can see that the fire is actually in her eyes. We can see the reflection in her eyes, which is quite difficult to do. So in my opinion, Pixverse is very strong. Even when you generate something like people exercising, we can see that everything looks here properly. She is running, so this is a nice generation, no problems. Or for example, this one, here we have a prompt and here we also have the whole video. We don't see a lot of movement here, and there are, let's say, some problems with thumbs here. So let's say she is not switching them properly, but nevertheless, Pixverse is a very strong model that is better than most of the models, or let's say most video tools out there. For 3D animation is also quite good. So here we have, for example, this Jesus that is just walking. So it's a very, very strong generation. And this is one of the tools that, in my opinion, are just great for pretty much for all everyday scenarios. It might be YouTube channel, it might be explainer videos, it might be shorts for your TikTok or Instagram. So Pixverse is a very strong choice. Now, the next model is, of course, Veo 3. And I want to show you this video here because in my opinion, it looks just great. And then I'll also show you the whole prompt. So here is the whole video. So in my opinion, this is a very nice video. We can see that everything comes out of a box and we have the whole room transformed from just room without any furniture to room with all the furniture. And if you would like to use the prompt, here is also the prompt. It's a very long one. So we have this woman standing in an empty kid's bedroom. And then we have everything coming out of this box. And then she also says, well, let's see husband is in a box or not. So this is very nice prompt. Of course, Veo 3 is more expensive than other models. You can of course access it with OpenArt or with Chat LLM and a few others in between. So as you can see, when we scroll down, here we have Veo 2, and here we also have Veo 3 with audio. So we can use it here without any problems. You can add audio if you want to, and resolution you can pick 720 or 1080p, and video mode you can pick fast or normal. So this is what options you have. It's quite easy to generate all the videos with Veo 3, and of course you can also use the text to video version. So when you click here and you pick your model again, so here we pick Veo 3, then again the same options appear. You can write your prompt here, and you can even improve this prompt if you would like to. However, this is again a very strong video model that you can access in many places. And I'm not sure you remember, but a lot of these videos that are very fancy with, like, for example, Star Trooper or cutting fruits, these videos were all generated with Veo 3. So Veo 3 is great if you want to have something maybe a little bit extraordinary. In my opinion, this is great for advertising. This is a perfect ad in my opinion. So this is how you can use Veo 3. However, as I mentioned, Veo 3 is more expensive than all of the other models I mentioned in this video, but I had to mention it because it's a very strong model. So these are, in my opinion, the best models you can use. And if you would like to access all of them, as I mentioned, we can do it with OpenArt. I'll attach links in the description if you would like to check them out. And if you enjoyed this video, and if there are any other models that you find interesting, let me know in the comment section below so I can check them out. And make sure to subscribe, like this video. And of course, if you would like to explore other tools, monetize AI fast, make sure to watch the video that you can see on the screen right now. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.